stop scrolling. Right now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a garden that feels like a forgotten European farmhouse retreat. You hear the gentle tinkle of water, the low rustle of leaves against weathered wood, and the glow of warm light spilling onto textured stone. Now, imagine every single piece, from the rustic planters to the charming pathways and the sophisticated seating, is made from items you or your neighbors were about to throw in the trash. Forget expensive reclaimed lumber and designer hardware. We're going to turn discarded branches, old tires, broken glass, and scrap metal into a soulful, high-end rustic farmhouse garden that whispers character and costs virtually nothing. Welcome back to Arkan Aesthetic Studio, the place where we redefine garden luxury by proving that the most beautiful things in life are either free or found. We specialize in transforming junk into authentic garden gold. If that mission, turning trash into treasure and bringing a touch of magic to your backyard, is something you love, please hit that subscribe button now. This is the first episode in our new weekly Trash to Farmhouse Magic series, and we're so excited to share it with you. Tell us in the comments, where are you watching this video from today? Let's dive into our list of stunning, zero-budget rustic farmhouse garden ideas. One, the Barnwood Pallet Planter, Driftwood and Bottle Shards. Begin by picturing a canvas of forgotten wood, stripped bare by sun and time, holding the memory of storms past. This is the Barnwood Pallet Planter. It is not a vessel for sale, but a cradle for life, born from the refuse of the sea and the forest, driftwood and slender, broken shards of colored glass. Imagine the wood surface, rough and matte, forming a soft contrast against the vivid, polished edges of the bottle fragments. We lay these pieces like mosaic tiles, letting the light catch the fractured glass, 1,000 tiny jewels of emerald, sapphire, and amber, that tell the story of waste transformed into wonder. This planter invites not just growth, but contemplation. It reminds us that grace and texture are found not in perfection, but in the beautiful piecing together of broken, honest things. Let its humble, weathered character anchor your space, offering a quiet, soulful dignity to the vibrant life it now holds. This simple alchemy is the true heart of the rustic garden. Two, galvanized can mini pond with fairy lights. Allow your mind to drift toward the soothing sound of water, a gentle, rhythmic tinkle that anchors a busy mind. This sound doesn't require complex plumbing. It needs only intention. Envision an old metal can, perhaps one destined for the scrap heap, now resurrected and given the patina of aged zinc, nestled among the ferns and river stones. Within this humble vessel, a galvanized can mini pond is born. We introduce a secret bubbler, powered by a whisper-quiet recycled pump, creating a small, constant moment of reflection. As dusk settles, strands of warm, tiny fairy lights, powered by the sun, ignite the water's surface, turning the utilitarian can into a jewel box of captured starlight. This feature isn't about size, it's about sensory richness, sound, sparkle, and coolness. A tiny, intimate destination where birds gather and worries dissipate, proving that even the simplest scrap can hold the deepest magic. Three, charred pallet wood raised beds with pea gravel ledge. Stand before the charred pallet wood raised beds and feel the rich, silent history emanating from the wood. These are not store-bought frames. They are pallet planks, resurrected and purified by flame in an ancient process that speaks of endurance and depth. The charring turns the cheap wood into a sophisticated canvas, a matte tapestry of cinnamon and deep charcoal that anchors the wildest growth with profound elegance. Look closely at the narrow ledge, a ribbon of creamy pea gravel resting upon the dark wood, creating a visual stillness. This ledge is a space for quiet moments, a place to sit during the harvest, to brush fingertips over time, and to feel truly connected to the earth. This design is the embodiment of resourcefulness meeting refinement. It teaches us that the strongest structures, like the strongest characters, emerge beautifully from the fires of transformation. It grounds your entire space with a soulful geometry, preparing the eye for the next simple wonder. Four, the rustic wire and branch arbor. Lift your gaze towards the sky and behold the graceful ascent of the rustic wire and branch arbor. This is the garden's backbone, a simple trellis created not from expensive hardware, but from found, intertwined branches and thin, humble wire. Imagine the gnarled texture of the dried wood, salvaged from a winter's pruning, now supporting the delicate ambition of climbing roses or fragrant jasmine. It provides not just structure, but a framework of filtered light and shadow, turning the sun's harshness into dappled peace. It speaks to the timeless bond between growth and guidance, where the untamed beauty of nature is gently invited to reach higher. This structure transforms a simple corner into an elegant, three-dimensional room, suggesting a quiet elegance that asks nothing of your budget, only your creativity. It's an embrace of verticality, urging the eye and the spirit to explore the layers of your landscape. Five, black-washed tire Ottoman with rope trim. Consider the humble tire, once a symbol of journey's end, now reborn as a cornerstone of comfort. This is the black-washed tire Ottoman, a piece that defies its origin to offer both sturdy purpose and serene beauty. Imagine the industrial rubber, now softened and subdued by a matte black wash, lending it the gravitas of cast iron. Around its sturdy form, a thick, natural jute rope is meticulously coiled, adding a rich, earthy texture that begs to be touched. This Ottoman is more than just a place to rest your feet. It's an invitation to linger, to engage in deep conversation, or simply to gaze upon the garden's quiet unfolding. It stands as a testament to imagination's power, transforming the discarded into the desired, grounding your space with an unexpected elegance. It whispers that true luxury lies not in pristine newness, but in the soulful reclamation of forgotten things. 6. Broken brick and pebble mosaic path edging. Follow the winding path, not just with your feet, but with your imagination. See the border that guides your steps. It is not a rigid line, but a mosaic map of collected histories. This broken brick and pebble path edging is built from the fragments of past projects, shattered bricks, unearthed stones, and smooth river pebbles. We lay these pieces with a gentle irregularity, celebrating the imperfections and the varied textures. The rough, earthy red of the brick remnants anchors the scene, while the tiny, creamy pebbles are nestled between them, catching the light like scattered pearls. This simple act of arrangement turns a mundane walkway into a storied route, where every step releases the fresh scent of thyme or chamomile tucked between the stones. It is the perfect blend of utility and beauty, proving that the most generous, layered gardens are those built from things already forgotten. Seven. Tin can lanterns and solar stake combination. As twilight deepens and the garden readies for its evening transformation, imagine the soft, inviting glow that stitches moments together. These are the tin can lanterns, once holding sustenance, now cradling light. We take discarded metal cans, perforate them with intricate patterns, and give them a hammered, antique finish, a subtle shimmer that catches the last vestiges of daylight. Within them, a warm candle flame flickers gently, or perhaps a tiny solar light charges patiently, ready to cast dancing shadows. These lanterns are placed strategically along pathways, their low glow mingling with the ambient twinkle of solar stake lights, guiding you through the deepening twilight. It is a layering of light, a symphony of warm white temperatures that never feel harsh, but always inviting. This simple, upcycled magic turns every gathering into a relaxed, memory-making ritual, where the story of transformation is quietly illuminated. Eight. Driftwood and stone vertical herb ladder. Imagine a silent sentinel, leaning gently against a sun-warmed fence, its form crafted from the very essence of nature's journey. This is the driftwood and stone vertical herb ladder, a testament to the beauty of repurposed natural finds. Picture gnarled, smooth pieces of driftwood, bleached by sun and tide, forming the rustic rungs of this living ladder. Between these wooden steps, flat, unassuming stones are nestled, creating stable platforms for humble terracotta pots. Within these pots, aromatic herbs, basil, thyme, rosemary, reach for the sun, offering both beauty and a promise of culinary delight. This vertical moment draws the eye upward, layering interest without consuming precious floor space. It's a quiet celebration of practicality and poetry, a gentle reminder that even the simplest elements from the earth can be arranged to create abundance, scent, and a profound connection to the rhythm of growth. It's a small, abundant world, standing tall. Nine. Wine bottle tree chandelier. As the sun dips below the horizon, imagine an ethereal cascade of light descending from above, transforming your garden into an intimate, starlit sanctuary. This is the wine bottle tree chandelier, a testament to enchanting illumination born from discarded glass. Picture empty wine and beer bottles, their varied hues softened by the twilight, now suspended from the sturdy branch of an old tree or a rustic pergola. Within each bottle, a delicate string of warm white fairy lights twinkles, casting a gentle, ambient glow. The light filters through the colored glass, painting soft washes of green, brown, and clear light onto the foliage below. It's an ambient canopy sparkle, a dance of repurposed elegance that feels both celebratory and deeply tranquil. This chandelier doesn't just light a space, it weaves a magical tapestry of memories, proving that even the simplest forgotten vessel can hold the most captivating light. Dry creek bed rain channel. Picture a silent river of stone, flowing gracefully through your garden even on the driest days. This dry creek bed is a masterpiece of texture and wise water management, embracing the honesty of the earth. We use various sizes of river rock, smooth gray stones, and light gravel to create the illusion of movement, celebrating the coolness and sensory richness of natural elements. This channel functions as a silent safeguard, guiding rainwater with purpose, while also serving as a permanent focal point that requires zero maintenance. Nestled along its banks, drought-tolerant ferns and hardy grasses soften the edges, giving the sense of instant maturity and rootedness. It's a design element that honors the practical farmhouse tradition, resourceful, beautiful, and deeply attuned to the land's rhythm. This river of rock flows through your quiet space, a tranquil reminder that beauty thrives in simplicity and intelligence. Metal scrap and jar citadel planters. Observe this small, fortified garden, a miniature metal scrap and jar citadel that marries the utilitarian with the delicate. Here, rough remnants of scrap metal, perhaps salvaged from an old fence or broken appliance, are given new purpose, forming the sturdy, textured walls of a vignette. Within these rustic boundaries, we suspend simple glass jars or repurposed containers, their clear bodies holding small, resilient succulents and cacti. The cool, dark patina of the metal contrasts sharply with the delicate green life and the clear glass, highlighting the sophistication that lies in material honesty. This arrangement is an architectural moment, a small fortress of greenery that uses the hard geometry of junk to frame the soft, patient beauty of nature. It proves that a cohesive, curated look emerges when mismatched industrial scraps are brought together with intention and a touch of the living world. Tree stump log grounds conversation area. Imagine gathering around the embrace of the earth itself, rooted in the very fabric of your garden. This is the tree stump log grounds conversation area, a space born from the substantial, honest beauty of fallen timber. Picture wide, flat-topped tree stumps, perhaps salvaged from a local arborist, now serving as robust, organic stools. Around them, smaller log rounds or salvaged planks form an intimate circle, inviting shared stories and the warmth of presence. This area resonates with the primal comfort of fire, suggesting a low steel fire bowl at its heart, illuminating faces in the soft, flickering light. It's a gathering zone defined not by manufactured perfection, but by the raw, soulful texture of wood, imperfections celebrated, history honored. Here, conversations deepen, laughter echoes, and the timeless bond with nature is felt most profoundly, offering a grounded, cozy texture that simply asks you to relax and connect. (13) Old window frame trellis and vine backdrop. Imagine a forgotten window, no longer gazing upon a room, but now framing a living masterpiece within your garden. This is the old window frame trellis and vine backdrop, a poetic reuse that conjures both privacy and profound beauty. Picture a thrift wooden window frame, its paint gently peeling, now given new life as an elegant support for the ambition of climbing clematis or the lush embrace of ivy. The empty panes, once filled with glass, now invite the sky and green tendrils to weave through, creating filtered views and a textured screen. It softens the starkness of a fence or wall, transforming it into a vibrant canvas where light and shadow play. This unique structure doesn't just provide enclosure. It offers a narrative, a whisper of past lives intertwined with the persistent, vibrant growth of the present. It turns a simple boundary into a beautiful, living focal point, breathing magic into a once discarded form. (14) Pallet wood composting storage screen. Even the necessary processes of renewal deserve a touch of charm. Imagine transforming the humble composting area or the chaotic storage zone into a graceful, hidden feature. This is the pallet wood composting storage screen, constructed from simple pallet planks and finished with a weathered gray or deep green wash to nestle seamlessly into the surrounding foliage. It is a compact, dedicated home for your garden essentials, providing visual restraint and quiet order. The screen is designed to be beautiful, perhaps adorned with a simple barn-style latch or framed by tall, rustling grasses. It represents the ultimate farmhouse value, resourceful, practical, and grounded in the belief that steady tending, to the compost, to the tools, yields the richest results. When essentials are hidden with such rustic grace, daily gardening transitions from a chore to a cherished, calm ritual. (15) Upcycled tool peg rail. Even the most utilitarian objects can possess a quiet charm when given intentional display. Imagine your garden tools, no longer haphazardly tossed, but proudly hanging upon an upcycled tool peg rail, a functional artwork adorning a weathered fence. Picture a simple plank of salvaged wood, perhaps from an old shelf or a fallen fence picket, now painted a muted, matte black or a warm, distressed cream. Along its length, repurposed nails, old hooks, or sturdy dowels serve as pegs, each patiently awaiting a spade, a trowel, or a pair of rusty shears. This rail isn't merely about organization. It's about celebrating the honest labor of the garden, allowing the tools themselves to become part of the rustic aesthetic. It tells a story of purposeful living, where every item, even the humblest, contributes to the overall peace and character of your outdoor sanctuary. It's a small detail, but one that grounds your space in the soulful rhythm of the farmhouse. (16) Mason jar and cutlery wind chimes. Close your eyes and let the garden speak in whispered tones. This is the mason jar and cutlery wind chime, where discarded elements are harmonized to create a gentle, magical melody. Imagine old metal cutlery, spoons and forks no longer needed for the table, suspended beneath the clear, simple bell of a mason jar. As the breeze passes through, these pieces of utility chime with a mellow, low note, a subtle sound that is both calming and deeply personal. It is the garden's own music box, transforming the utilitarian clatter of the kitchen into the serene cadence of the outdoors. This upcycled sculpture is a tiny nod to whimsy and resourcefulness, signaling relaxation and nudging guests to linger. It reminds us that beauty doesn't need to be loud or complicated. Sometimes, it is simply the gentle, honest sound of forgotten things finding their perfect, peaceful place. (17) Seasonal pallet cushion swaps. The garden should shift and breathe with the turning year, mirroring the natural rhythm of the seasons. This is achieved through seasonal pallet cushion swaps, focusing on the emotional language of color. Imagine the sturdy, matte surface of a pallet bench, our permanent, upcycled base, now adorned with fabrics that speak to the moment. In the lush heat of summer, picture cushions woven from repurposed linen scraps in ochre, cornflower blue, and weathered coral, injecting energy into the greenery. Then, as autumn arrives, they are replaced by textures of slate, olive, and deep cinnamon, offering candlelit warmth and grounding the spirit. This rhythm keeps the garden perpetually refreshed, proving that a feeling of renewal doesn't require budget-breaking purchases. It's about using subtle contrast and mindful color selection, allowing your base furnishings to remain neutral while textiles perform the heavy, beautiful lifting of the season. (18) Upcycled enamelware and mason jar hosting caddy. True hospitality lies in quiet preparation and effortless presentation. Imagine a charming, repurposed vessel that holds the essentials for a garden gathering. This is the upcycled enamelware and mason jar hosting caddy. Picture a sturdy, chipped enamel bucket or a salvaged wooden tool caddy, its imperfections telling a story of use. Inside, clear glass mason jars, tied simply with twine, hold cutlery and napkins, while a thermos of iced tea or lemonade sits coolly in the main compartment. This caddy is more than storage. It is a portable invitation, a quiet ceremony that transforms any corner of the garden into a convivial gathering spot. The combination of hard-wearing enamel and simple glass speaks to the unpretentious elegance of the farmhouse style, reminding us that the richest moments are often those shared with ease and a focus on simple, intentional details. 19. Hammock and repurposed barrel coffee perch. Imagine a secluded haven, a small, intimate escape woven into the green tapestry of your garden. This is the hammock and repurposed barrel coffee perch, a sanctuary for quiet mornings or starlit contemplation. Picture a rustic, handmade hammock, perhaps crafted from upcycled canvas or old burlap sacks, swaying gently between two sturdy trees or repurposed wooden posts. Beside it, a discarded wooden barrel, weathered and rich with character, stands proudly, its flat top now serving as a perfect perch for a steaming mug of coffee or a book. This isn't just about furniture. It's about carving out a moment, a space dedicated to peace and presence. The humble origins of these pieces only deepen their charm, proving that the most luxurious retreats are often born from the most unexpected materials. It's a space where time slows, and the simple act of being becomes the garden's greatest gift. (20) Rustic found object bird bath. Bring the gentle pulse of wildlife directly into your haven by creating a simple sanctuary for the birds. This is the Rustic found object bird bath, a charming element built entirely from items given a second chance. Imagine an old, shallow clay saucer or perhaps an antique metal serving platter, rescued from the thrift store or yard sale. We elevate this humble dish using a sturdy base, maybe a stack of flat river stones, an old log section, or even a ceramic planter turned upside down. The water is still and cool, mirroring the sky above, creating a focal point where sound and sparkle converge. It's an act of deep hospitality toward nature, a tiny, intentional gesture that amplifies the garden's sensory richness without complicating upkeep. This humble bath, born of discarded materials, ensures your space is filled with life, movement, and the quiet dignity of true rustic charm. As the lanterns dim and the evening air cools, remember this. The most enduring beauty isn't found in what you buy, but in what you build and what you save. This entire collection of rustic farmhouse charm, the texture, the patina, the soul, was brought to life through intention, not transaction. Your garden is a story, and the best stories are rooted in resourcefulness. We hope these upcycled ideas inspire you to step out, look at your scrap pile differently, and begin crafting your own soulful retreat. Thank you for watching. Until next time, may your evenings be lantern lit and your